girl, he just beat your ass. Like, what you think he finna do to me? Like, I can't contest the shit. Like, I can't be a witness for nothing. Like, I didn't see anything. Like, call me Ray Charles. Type of video, your girl is back again with another story time. If you're new to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't really have to say nothing because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on what? That's on period. And Mary Had a Little Lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, today we're gonna be talking about my worst client ever. I see all these videos on YouTube of people talking about the worst stylist, the worst nail tech, the worst. No, we talking about y'all today. We talking about the worst client ever. So y'all already know, in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So my sophomore year, I was working at Chick-fil-A part-time. I was not making a lot of money, y'all. Y'all already know, in every story time I let y'all know, in college I was broke. So I decided to do hair as like a side hustle. Like, at the beginning of my hair career, like, I was not getting that many appointments, y'all. I was getting about 2 to 3 heads a week, and these appointments were just coming to me out of word of mouth. Like, I would do somebody hair and they'll be like, hey girl, you did such and such hair, can I book an appointment with you? So one day a client texted me, and her name was Nene. Nene texted me and she was like, hey, you did such and such hair, girl, can I book an appointment with you? So we got together a time, and all my appointments was usually on Saturday and Sunday, because I told you I was a full-time student and I worked part-time. So Nene booked her appointment about 8 or 9 o'clock on a Saturday. First thing first, the day of Nene appointment, Nene is 10-15 minutes late. I wasn't even tripping that Nene was late, just simply because I told y'all I wasn't getting appointments. Like, I wasn't getting a lot of appointments. I would probably get appointments about 2 to 3 times a week, and on a good week I might get 4 appointments. But y'all, I wasn't really getting a lot of appointments. So when she was late, it really didn't bother me because I didn't have another appointment after her. So she texted me on the day of her appointment, was like, oh, I'm outside, I'm at the door. So I opened the door, y'all, and a little red motherfucker ran past me, and I'm just like, whoa, like, hold on. And the first thing Nene say is, oh, I promise he not bad, he not bad. So y'all, when I hear this, I'm like, oh Lord, this little motherfucker gonna be bad, because I didn't even say anything yet, and the first thing she says, he not bad, so that means he's bad. So I'm just like, oh shit, like, we gonna have issues. But remind you, y'all, I did not have a booking website. I didn't have anything made, so it was no way for me to be like, no kids, no companies, no this or no that. Later on, when I started getting my clientele up and I made a hair Instagram, I still didn't put that, because like, if you let me know up front and say like, hey, I don't have a daycare, or hey, like, this is the situation, I'll work with you. So I never made like one of those booking sites to be like this, that, and the third. Like, I'm very understanding, but Nene didn't text me or tell me anything about her inviting her son to our appointment. So he runs in the house, y'all, and then I'm just like, all right, like, I'm already thinking like, this is gonna be bad, and y'all, it was bad. So when we get in the house, I'm undoing the hair or whatever, because she's getting faux locks, y'all. I'm gonna post a picture of how her hair turned out at the end of the story time. So I'm pulling out the hair or whatever, I'm sectioning everything off. Nene getting her son situated. We gonna call him BA. Yeah, we gonna call him BA for badass. So Nene is situating him. She getting his little iPad together. She getting his little graham crackers together. She put his little headphones in, and she started, I don't know if he was watching a movie or cartoons or whatever she was watching, but she was just getting him preoccupied. So I'm just taking the hair out the bag. Nene comes and sit down, and the first thing I noticed about Nene is that she's a talker. Y'all, I love talkers. Like, these are my favorite appointments. Like, as a hairstylist, I just feel like if you're gonna be sitting in my chair for about 5 to 6 hours, like, girl, you might as well talk to me. Like, I love a talker. I do not like quiet clients, and I'm a talker, y'all. I like to talk. So Nene I was like, oh shit, she's a talker. So that's the first thing I noticed about her. So me and her, we just talking, Nene started talking about how her boyfriend cheated on her and this and that and that. And she's talking about the girl he cheated on her with, and she's basically saying that he cheated on her with the girl he told her not to worry about. And I'm just thinking like, girl, like, I don't even know you, and you telling me all of this, like, we just met. But at the same time, I'm just like, girl, tell me more, because I'm nosy, so I'm like, tell me more. So she's telling me about the girl. She's just like, oh, he told me not to worry about her, and he cheated on me at this time, and I caught him doing this, and I caught him doing that, and blah, 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 blah. So I'm just like, oh, yeah, girl, he ain't shit. Like, y'all, I'm getting her all into it, because like I said, I'm real nosy, and I'm a talker, so I'm like, oh, girl, yeah, he ain't shit. Like, oh, wow, he did this, like, wow, like, really? So I'm just getting Nene all worked up. So Nene started pulling up the girl on Instagram and Facebook, and she started showing me pictures of the girl. She talking about the girl, saying, oh, the girl not cute, the girl bad body. Like, she's saying all this stuff about the girl. But, y'all, Nene shows me the picture of the girl, and the girl looked better than her. But I'm not saying this because, remind you, this is a client. I'm trying to keep it a little professional. Like, I'm trying to keep it a little professional. But I'm thinking, like, girl, like, she looked better than you. Like, what? So she just talking all types of ish about the girl, and I'm just like, oh yeah, girl, that's like so messed up. Like, that's just messed up. At this point, it's probably like 30-40 minutes into me doing her hair, y'all, and all of a sudden we hear a big clack. I look back, and it's BA done dropped his what is it called? He done dropped his iPad, and I look at my couch, y'all, and it's cracker crumbs all over my couch. So I'm just looking like,
that's it, I'm kicking your ass.
But I'm not saying anything because Nene is just like, oh girl, I'm so sorry. Do you have a paper towel? I'm gonna clean this up for you. And y'all, I'm real understanding because it's just like BA, he looks like he's about, he about 5 or 6 years old, so it's understandable. Kids make messes. So I go ahead and get her a paper towel. She just starts cleaning the mess up or whatever. And while she's doing all of this, I'm just on my phone strolling. All of a sudden, BA just starts yelling. Like, he's screaming to the top of his lungs. And he's just yelling. And she's like, oh, I'm gonna rock him right to sleep. And then you're gonna continue doing my hair. And I'm like, all right, girl, take your time. You know, I'm trying to be very understanding, y'all. So I'm just on my phone strolling. 10 minutes goes by, and BA is still yelling. Like, he's like, ah! And I'm just like, he's like, ah! And I'm just like he's yelling like something is wrong with him. Because at first she was just like, oh, he's sleeping. When he gets sleepy, he start yelling. And y'all, I have little cousins and little siblings, so I'm just like, I already know how that be. And then all of a sudden she's like, yeah, girl, he started teething last week. And I'm just thinking, like, teething? Like, this little motherfucker look like he 5 or 6 years old, and she's talking about some teething. Okay, like, she's like, he's teething. So he doing that or whatever. She's trying to rock him to sleep, and it's like 20 minutes go by now, and she's supposed to be getting her hair done. So she calls her baby daddy, and she's like, hey, could you come get him, because I got to get my hair done, and he ain't trying to let me get my hair done. So I don't know what her baby daddy said on the phone, but he basically told her no, like, he wasn't coming to get little BA. So she starts going the freak off, y'all. She's like, oh, you a bum, come get your son, you a bum, you a bitch, da da da. And I'm just like, like, whoa, let me make sure I do her hair nice. Like, let me make sure I don't mess up her hair, because this girl got 2 sides to her. So I'm just like, noted. So she cussing him out. She going off on the baby daddy or whatever. She hangs up with him, and then she start talking about the baby daddy again, y'all. She's just like, yeah, he get on my nerves. He ain't shit, da da da. And the baby daddy is the guy that she was telling me earlier that was cheating on her. So she started talking about him all over again. She's mad. He done got her heated. He done got her routed up. And I'm just like, yeah, dang, like, that's so considerate. I'm just like, you know, just making conversation, y'all. So I'm just like, yeah, girl, that's messed up. And she was like, yeah, he ain't shit, he a bum, I done did this for him, I did this for them, and you can't even come pick your son up. Like, I fed you, nigga, like, you ate me out on my period, like, I'll really embarrass you. And I'm just thinking, like, whoa, like, y'all, at first I was agreeing with her, but when she said that, I was just thinking, like, whoa, like, it's like, wait a minute, bitch, like, you're lying. But at the same time, I'm still trying to keep it professional. Like, I'm still trying to keep it professional, but I'm just like, wait a minute, like, he did what? And she's like, yeah, I really embarrassed him, you ate me out my period, you nasty, you this, you da da da. And y'all, I'm just thinking, like, girl, like, I'm starting to look at her some type of way, because it's just like, girl, you let him do it, so you nasty. Like, you trying to shit on him, but you really the nasty one. So she just talking, and she talking her ish, and I'm just listening to her at this point, because it's just like, after you said you fed him and he ate you out on your period, I'm just, y'all, I'm just like, all right, you a different type of female, like, you different. So I'm getting real quiet during the conversation. So we start talking about something else, y'all. 20-30 minutes later, her baby daddy pulls up. She's like, hold on, let me just get BA car seat out of my car to put in his dad's car, and I'm gonna come back inside. And I'm like, all right, take your time, girl. So y'all, I'm waiting or whatever. I'm waiting. I'm on my phone. And y'all, all of a sudden I hear, "You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up." Like, I hear somebody yelling, "You got me effed up." And it's Nene's voice. So y'all, you already know I'm real nosy. So I go right up to my window, because I had this big window in my living room. So I go to the window and I'm just looking like I'm all in the car. I'm looking, but y'all, I'm not trying to get caught because my door unlocked and she right outside my house. So I'm walking back and forth like every 2 to 3 minutes, because she's yelling at him. Like, at this point they in a full-blown altercation. So I'm looking, I'm like, she's like, "Bitch, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked." But y'all, when she's saying all of this, I don't know why she's yelling. I don't know what's going on. Later, I end up finding out that when her baby daddy came to pick her up, he picked her up with the girl that he told her not to worry about. The girl he cheated on her with, he picked her up with the girl. I guess, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know if he thought that she wasn't going to come outside, if he was just going to come to the door. Like, I don't know what he was thinking, y'all, to pick her up. To come pick the son up with the girl in the car. I didn't even know if this was a normal thing. Like, I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know if this was his girlfriend. I really didn't know, y'all. I didn't know what was going on. So she's cussing him out or whatever. He was like, "Oh, you got me effed up, da da da." So they going back and forth, and I'm just peeking out the window like, "You gonna hit him? You gonna hit him?" Like, shit is getting crazy, y'all. 10 minutes later go by. I look out the window to go peek to be nosy, and Nene is laying on the ground. So at this point, I walk outside because it's like, you just done committed a homicide in front of my house. So it's just like, it's no longer me being nosy. Like, I'm concerned, like, what's going on? So y'all, I go outside. Nene is laid out on the ground. Like, he knocked her out, and I'm mad that I missed it, y'all. But he knocks Nene out, and beside Nene is all of my hard work. Like, all of the faux locks that I installed in the front of her head are popped off. Like, they're laying beside her. So the baby daddy is cursing, and he's mad, and he's talking his ish. He ends up taking the baby, putting the baby in the car, and he just pulls off. So Nene is laid out on the ground. I help her up or whatever. When she get up, she's telling me, because at this point, during the time, I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that she was mad and they was arguing. I didn't know why they was arguing or what was going on. I helped Nene back in the house or whatever. She's crying. She's pissed off. She was saying that she was going to call the police. She was like, "Yeah, that nigga going to jail today. He got me fucked up. I'm calling the police." And y'all, I'm trying to get her to not call the police, because I'm just thinking like, girl, he just beat your ass. Like, what you think he finna do to me? Like, I can't contest the shit. Like, I can't be a witness for nothing. Like, I didn't see anything. Like, call me Ray Charles. I didn't see nothing. Like, I ain't see nothing. So please don't call the police. I'm just really trying to have her not call the police, because the way I'm thinking is just like, this happens at my house. If the police get here, they're gonna ask me to write a witness statement. They're gonna ask me if I seen anything. And I just seen the way he beat your ass. So he ain't about to beat my ass, because I'm thinking like, the baby daddy know where I live at because you sent him my address, and I don't want to be involved in none of this. Like, this is just ghetto. I don't want to be involved in it. So she's really trying to call the police. I'm just like, girl, please don't call the police, da 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 da. So I end up convincing her not to call the police. I end up calming her down. She ends up calling her mom and her friends, and she's just telling them about the whole situation. And she's still going up, like, she's still saying like, "Oh, I'm calling the police. Like, he gonna go to jail." But y'all, I told her, if you gonna call the police, please call the police after you leave here, because I just don't want to be involved in none of this. So y'all, I end up finishing her hair. The whole time she's crying, she's talking about the situation, and her hair came out beautiful, y'all. This is a picture of her hair. I'm gonna blur out her face because I don't need y'all trying to figure out who this is, because I know some of my subscribers live in Tallahassee. After the whole situation happened, she was satisfied with her hair. Remind you, y'all, she came to my house at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I didn't get her out of my chair till about 8 or 9 o'clock at night, because she stopped her. We had to take multiple breaks just because she had her son, so he had to have bathroom breaks, feeding breaks. She was on the phone with people. The boyfriend pulled up, the ex-boyfriend pulled up, so it was just a lot of ghetto-ness, y'all. But that's pretty much the end of this story time. Don't forget, we are still doing the 20K giveaway. Make sure you have your post notifications on, like this video, follow my personal Instagram, and follow my Lash Instagram, and I'll see y'all in my next story time.